And while the mayoral race will undoubtedly have an impact on Chicagoans, it also has implications for the rest of the state as well. Joining me now to talk a little bit more about those issues is John Shaw. He's the director of the Paul Simon Public Policy Institute at Southern Illinois University. Hello to you. Nice to have you with us.
Thanks so much. Good to be with you.
All right. I always say this is, as a reporter, one of the best races to cover. And what I've been noticing is that it's getting a lot of national, a lot of international attention. I wonder if some of that is because of the crime issue in Chicago. What do you think?
I think so. I mean, it's such a compelling race for certainly anyone who follows politics. There's so many aspects of this race that are intriguing. The issues, crime in particular, the candidates, which with such starkly different agendas. So I think there's a lot of elements that make this a really compelling race to watch.
In the meantime, you're saying, look, the rest of the state needs to be paying attention to this race as well, not just their local races downstate, let's say, for example. And you highlighted 4 specific reasons why that is. Go through them. Explain those to folks.
Yeah, I mean, the first one is just the power Chicago has as a commercial and cultural center, just, completely, sweeps across the state, and I think generates a lot of really positive things. I mean, one fact that I came across is Rahm Emanuel in his memoir talks about each June, 140,000 young people move to Chicago to begin careers. I mean, that's almost the size of a middle-sized Illinois city, or actually a large Illinois city. So I think the economic piece is huge. Politically, and the mayor of Chicago is a major player in Illinois politics. Oftentimes, when you get down to the final issues, it's the governor, it's the legislative leaders, and it's the mayor of Chicago who make the critical decisions. So I think that's huge. I think third, just the issues are so important. These are not wedge issues. I mean, things fundamental about, crime, criminal justice, immigration, spending and taxes. I mean, just the real, meat and potato issues that all communities are dealing with. And finally, as I mentioned earlier, I think it's just a compelling race when you have 2 starkly different agendas on offer. The candidates, at least as best I can tell, are not triangulating or softening positions. They're putting forward some very, very different agendas for the future of Chicago. And they're telling people, asking people for votes and asking Chicago to make a decision. So I think for these reasons, the race is really compelling. And I think a lot of people in downstate Illinois are interested. I know some lawmakers get political hay by demonizing Chicago and saying bad things. But most Illinoisans realize how important Chicago is for the overall state, think it's an amazing city, love to visit. Maybe not everyone would want to live there, but I think they appreciate the importance of Chicago for all of Illinois.
And I think most people understand the importance of Chicago. However, I wonder if Chicagoans understand the importance of Chicago. And the reason I ask you that is because we notice voter turnout continues to be low, right? We've got 20% in some communities where that was the turnout for this last election. Do you see that changing? And how do we convince them that, look, this is an important race?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting Americans to vote is a hard thing. I mean, the last couple, presidential cycles, we've done better because, the candidates have been so consequential. The race has been so consequential. But I think, Chicago is facing the problem that all communities face, particularly in these off-year, elections in which it's hard to get people to the polls. But to me, it seems like this is a year where, people might be surprised. I think a lot of folks are going to come out and vote because there's such different agendas on offer.
All right, Mr. Shaw, we appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us today. Great opinion piece that you highlighted today and sent our way, so we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk again soon.